Hey guys, future Nellie here at your service. Coming up here really fast to tell you that no, I did not end this video, so it's just gonna cut at the end. So sorry, love you so much. I'm gonna be honest with you, this entire trip kind of like changed the trajectory of my life. And so when I got back, I literally like hit the ground running. It was so much stuff that I had to do, had going on. So I literally just could not record the end of this. So I just want to let you guys know that it cuts at the end and that's it. I'll be hopping in a couple places here and there to just kind of give some more context to some stuff. So I'll see you at those parts. Love ya. I'm so excited. Hello, I'm at my grandma's house. I'm going to the beach by myself, solo trip. Okay, anyways, I'm going to the beach by myself, hashtag solo trip. Hope you can see me, so you can hear me over that. Came to come visit my grandma really fast because we used to go to the beach as a family together, and so I just didn't feel right leaving without going to see my grandma first, because she normally goes with me. There she is! Let's go see my grandma. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? Hey, grandma. Hey. Can you say hey to the camera? Hey, who? My Lord Jesus. I wanted to say hi. I was saying that I come to visit you before I go to the beach because we used to go together.
Yeah, we all used to go together. We used to have a great time.
It was a whole thing. So I said it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come say hey. But I wanted to get you on tape. What do you say?
My granddaughter.
Yo. I love you. I will check back in when I'm back on the road. Bye. I'm doing this right now. Please explain to me why I'm about to cry. Leaving my grandma's house, like she doesn't live a couple minutes away from me, and I can see her whenever I want. Okay, so I'm officially getting on the road. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this part in or not. I'm taking this trip because, well, actually, I was still going to the beach with somebody else, but obviously not anymore. Sorry, I'm getting the. Ha! My grandma came back out. I say my grandma is nosy, y'all. I mean, there's two things she is. She nosy and she don't like my tattoos. I had to get the address. You can't hear me?
No.
Okay, I'm for real going now.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Love
I'll see you there.
You be careful.
Bye, Grandma.
Be safe.
You're the best grandma in the world.
All right. I know.
Something else that I noticed about myself, just like as the years have gone on, is I like change. I like things changing, but I struggle with it at the same time. So like even for example, this trip, right? This is out of normalcy for me. So I'm overly anxious, you know what I mean, about it, like trying to make sure that I'm going for literally the rest of today and tomorrow. Like I'm going for 2 days to the beach. Like not that big of a deal. People solo trip out of the country, like what am I stressed about, you know what I mean? But I just find myself doing that a lot, like just being overly anxious about certain stuff. I don't know. Charlotte is like so sad right now.
3/4 of a mile.
As far as
Turn left
weather.
onto road.
Okay, girl, it's supposed to be nicer where I'm going. Fingers crossed. We're not gonna be doing too much chatting yet because I have a podcast to listen to. I am one of them. I listen to podcasts over music, scary stories over music. I don't know why. I love music, but not for a 3-hour trip. I can't do that for 3 hours. Here I go, off on my trip. I need this, honestly. I need this to organize myself, to organize my business, because I deserve it. This is something I wanted to do for my birthday. Actually, you'll see the vlog, but I didn't even do anything for my birthday. So this is really like my birthday gift to myself. And ironically, I'll be 27 years old I've been 27 for a month tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, tomorrow's 29th.
Turn right.
And so it'll be an official month since I've been 27. So, big deal. All right, I'm about to get off of here so I can focus and find my podcast. And yeah, girl, I will see you guys in like an hour or so. I'll check in. Okay. Quick little check-in update. I am here at the beach. I'm not at my room yet because I was starving. Trying to get food. And actually I was not mad because where I thought it was taking me, I was really not trying to get out of the car. I just wanted to get the drive really fast. But then it ended up taking me to the mall, and I was actually like, for real, so hungry. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in there. It's fine. I'll just go. And so I actually got my food for the rest of the day. So this is what I have for today. I'm actually putting it into my GPS right now. I got free cinnamon rolls. Can you guys hear me? I got free cinnamon rolls because the little machine thingy wasn't working, and the lady was like, you know what? They didn't even train me on this. I don't care. And she gave me some free cinnamon rolls. Have dessert. Good day so far. I made it all the way here, and I still have half a tank. It's sunny. It's just, you know, boom, boom, boom. You know, we're having a good day today. I'm about 10 minutes away. I will check back in when I'm all the way there. See you. Oh, I guess I should tell you guys what my little, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I think it's gonna be like my outro or like my like transition closeout things. I don't know. But do you guys remember in the box? I don't even know if I keep this in. But do you guys remember in the box? It was a TV show from back when I was a kid. I'm sorry, it's kind of hot, so I'm gonna just talk louder. Who's hot? So in the box of the TV show, and at the end of the show, they would do. And so I'm gonna add that somewhere. So I'm gonna see y'all at the hotel. Alright, hey guys! I made it to my room. It is a room. I have a view though. I'm right here at the, so I look through the window. I'm right here at the beach. So I have a really pretty view. It is nice. I have, if I'm honest with you, I have mixed emotions about this hotel because it's like a beach bum hotel. I've always wanted to experience one of these, just like in general, you know, just like experience one. But at the same time, I was like, wow, this is an experience for sure. But I have extra sheets. I have bleached and Lysol and sprayed everything down, so everything is nice and clean. There were pigeons on my balcony earlier. One almost came into the room. It's a hotel room at the beach. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know if I'm gonna go out to the water like right now or a little bit later. I'm literally by myself, which is like a bittersweet thing. Like, I feel like I don't ever get a chance to do anything for myself, really. You know, like I always convince myself that like I don't need to spend money on myself, or I don't need to do certain stuff. And so it actually feels nice so that I was able to just kind of get up and do this. But at the same time, I kind of wish I had somebody to like laugh about this with. I mean, hopefully y'all laugh with me later when y'all see this, but you know, I'm here by myself. I mean, it's nice, but like, you know, I'm by myself. I don't know what to do now. I kind of want to go in the water. There are people out there, so I think it's like not too cold. I don't know what to do with myself now. I was like so determined to get here, and now I'm here, and it's like, okay. This is really just so beautiful. It's so nice. I think I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and just kind of take it in. I got a couple more hours until the sun goes down, so. And the birds, they're going crazy over here. Some boats out there. I'm not sure if you can see that. See, you can see. Oh, yep. Over there. Yeah. I don't know what I look like right now, so y'all getting the raw, uncut version, because it was actually getting up to the room that was a lot, because like I said, this hotel is not it. Literally, one of the elevators is broken. Y'all, it's one of those hotels. It's one of the ones that you pass by on the beach like, but I didn't know. I thought I was getting a deal. Like I thought I was like, you know, and it was like beachfront, king size bed, beachfront, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool. Thinking I'm getting a deal. But like I said, I'm always prepared. I'm safe. And I'm gonna have a good time regardless. I'm gonna get off here. I'll update you guys if I decide to go to the water. Nellie at the beach. Woo, 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 woo. Oh. The way y'all almost fell off the balcony. Also, okay, you know what? My phone is wet and I don't know why. I'm gonna go wash my phone in my hands. See you guys later. Bye. I'm back. I just wanted to say what was on my hand with this. I'm learning. I'm looking being humbled as I'm doing this. I'm recording because when I sit down, like I was gonna sit down outside and like use the balcony as like my backdrop and like have like my whole like thing. Which I still will do. What I was gonna mention was that I used to do this all the time, like vlogging and like recording stuff and I used to do this all the time. Like if you follow me on Snapchat, like I was on stories on Snapchat all the time. Like this is what I used to do, and I feel like I am having a time. And I'm learning now, not learning necessarily, because not learning. Well, yeah, I guess so. But like my whole thing is like I don't think you need. What you don't. I don't think you need like a whole chaotic like setup to like vlog and just like do this. But at the same time, you do need some solid stuff. My camera, I feel like using my phone is okay, or using my old phone is okay for right now. But like for example, like, I have my tripod. That's what you guys just fell off of not too long ago. If I keep that clip in, and I'm like, why does that happen? And I'm like, oh, the little sticky thing that keeps the phone in the piece is like gone. So essentially, this is useless now. Who would have thunk it? Who would have known? And now here I am holding this with my phone. I brought this 3.5 hours away for it to be worthless to me now. And I guess these are just like the growing pains of it all. But it's just like, wow, things have changed. I used to just have it a little more together, in my opinion. I think I'm about to go fishing. That's fun. I'm literally right here by the pier, so that kind of makes sense. I think I need to stop looking around the room because I feel like the more I look around, the more I start to itch. But I've cleaned everything. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. What the snatches. The is not too bright. Here we are at the end of the day. Today was a day, it was an emotional day. Today was the day. I am enjoying myself, but today, this is why I got 2 days, because I have all day tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. And I technically have Friday too, I just don't have the room on Friday, but yeah. So I'm warming up my food and I'm about to go to bed. I will see you guys in the morning for more adventures. That's my food. Bye. So, update, I'm locked out of my room. I'm locked out of my room. I'm gonna try to add this to the vlog. Guys, when I get to my room, I'm gonna get the other camera and explain more. But I just had a morning. It was good though. It was good. It was a surprise. It was a shock. It was what I needed. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Yeah. When I tell you everything for a reason, because, yo, I recorded a clip of me this morning, like when I first got up. Tell me why the camera was the other way. You can't even see me. I'm just talking. Oh my God. Good morning. I'm awake. I'm up. I look rough. Oh my God, they scared me so bad. My door is broken. Oh my goodness, you scared me. Hi, how are you? I'm gonna show you. Oh my mic. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to like sit down and prop the phone up and talk about this, or if I just want to do this like this. But when I tell you I had the most amazing morning this morning, I think I want to sit down and talk about it because I'm going to go meet the lady again later, which I'm so excited about. I knew I did this trip for a reason, and I needed exactly what happened is what I needed. I love my friends, right? And my friends, they're in my life for a reason, all that. But considering the fact that literally, I'm gonna explain everything. I promise to explain everything. But last night, I told somebody, I'm trying not to cry, honestly, because there's other people in here, and I don't really want to cry on the internet. I don't want to cry in this video. I was like, pretty much like, why? She said to me, number one thing that she said to me, of course, that she didn't know, as she shouldn't, you know what I mean? She's a better person. But she was like, it's not that simple. And I was like, it is though. It is that simple. It is that simple. And this morning, oh my God. I'm literally trying not to cry. Because it's so crazy. I probably will cry when I tell the whole story. I cannot believe my life sometimes. I shade too, like, I shade. Oh my God. I came for a reason. This is great. I shade. Yeah, girl, I know. She's facing right at me too. What? It's happening right now. What is going on? Oh my god, I hope y'all can hear that. It's literally like 3 of them. They just started going sick for me just now. Just so you know, the timestamp was 4:39 just now. 4:39. I should. See what I'm talking about? Oh. Hi. My door is now fixed. And now there's 3 pigeons together. Oh, Trinity, Ashe. They're literally in a triangle. Hold on, wait. Can you see this? Look. Oh my god. Hey, bye girl. See you later. Ooh, it's talking. I didn't take the camera because I really just wanted to spend time by myself. And now I see why I didn't take the camera. It's like I'm going back and forth because a part of what she told me, a part of what happened pertains to that, but a part of it also pertains to this at the same time. So it's like, do I say it? Do I tell this story? Or do I keep this for myself and let this be something I talk about later? Like, what do I do? Oh, all these birds are just like everything right now. I feel so much better. And I knew it. About to go get dressed. I was supposed to get breakfast. Oh, that might be what I gotta do. I think I'm gonna get breakfast. Because it's still early enough to go get breakfast. Let's see if I can add that in there. One little. Talk about this kid, right? So let me give you a background story. First of all, Jennifer's song, love it. One of my favorites, still on my playlist to this day, okay? I don't know if he even came up with the dance, if he was just somebody that did the dance. I don't know. But the dude in the video, I don't know which side I'm on as far as recording is concerned, but the dude in the video, he came across my For You page, I honestly want to say a couple years ago, if I'm real with you, but I really don't know. Time is not a concept in my world. Doing this dance to the Jennifer song, again, one of my favorite songs. I actually love that song so much. And it was just how he was hitting this shit. Oh my Jennifer, what you prefer? I know you playing games. I know that's how we were. The first girl that I love, first girl. He was not playing no games with nobody, okay? And I love that. I am a dancer, so I love that when people are in their element, they feeling themselves, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the energy behind the entire thing, right? And so when I saw the kid, I was like, yo, my God. Here's where I have an issue, right? My issue is little farts underneath the comments and that's been messaging me and everything else as if you know me. First of all, you don't know me. You're not quite sure why anybody would lie about meeting somebody. That's weird, number one. When was there an age gap on when you're supposed to enjoy something? Cite your sources on that, please. Please, by all means, in the comments. Cite your sources on when the age gap or the age limit to enjoy something is. Because apparently because I'm an adult, I'm not allowed to enjoy the video. Since when? Confused about that, number one. Also, two, I'm an adult. The fuck I gotta lie for? Anyways, I don't even know why this is working me up so much because these are literally, I don't even know. As always, anybody that has something to say either has a small page, they're irrelevant, okay? They're irrelevant. And these little grabs into the universe is the only way that they're ever able to be seen. So I probably shouldn't even let this be bothering me as much as it is. The issue that I had with the situation is this whole age thing. Where are y'all in a rush to go? Tell me that. At the end of this is death, okay? Anytime I tell somebody that I'm 27, I either get like this shocking reaction like, you seem so young. I am. I'm 27. That's not old. You only had $27. You'd be considered a brokey, okay? If you were scoring a 27 on a test or anything like that, you'd be a dummy, okay? If you had stats in football or basketball, whatever the case may be, and you were averaging a freaking 27 out of whatever, you would suck. So please explain to me how when it applies to age, now 27 is so old and it's so much and I don't need to be doing what I'm doing, which is enjoying life. I'm not even saying this like as a defense for myself. I'm really saying this as like, I'm hoping that I can educate you. You have a life to live and you only get one time with this. What are you in a rush for, baby? What are you in a rush for? And the thing is, this lady, she did a great job actually explaining it. Like, you're a teenager, right? You're a teenager and then you become an adult. But that's your first time doing that, right? So your 20s are like your teenage years of adulthood. And I think most people in their 20s would say that to you. they would have that same understanding. Like, make it make sense to me. Your frontal cortex isn't even fully developed until the age of 25. I'm 27. I've had a full brain for 2 years. I'm old. And I think it's, if you want to be old, then be old. But don't put that on me. I'm just getting started. Okay? And I mean that with all the love of my heart. That's for anybody that was on that boy's page. That's for any old people that feel like at 27 you should be doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's for any 27-year-olds that feel like they're old. That's for any 21-year-olds that feel like they're old. Huh? Baby, what? You ain't got started yet. Talking about some doggone 21. There was a video of that too. Some kid, he's like, I'm 21, I'm old now. Da-da-da-da. Shut up. Shut up. And my thing is, too, right? In any other capacity, right? If somebody dies at 30, it's just, they died at such a young age. But at 27, I'm old. Anyways, my problem with the whole situation is this hurry up and rush to be dead. Okay? I'm 27. 27. Let me be 27, okay? And when you're 27, I promise you, you're gonna want somebody to just let you freaking be 27. And I promise you, when you're 40, you're gonna wish that you were 27. So stop this rushing and stop rushing me, okay? I'm cool. I'm cool. For real. Yeah, I don't know. But that was my whole thing. And also, like I said, I don't know why that video blew up as much as it is. For the people that were nice and excited and all that kind of stuff, thank you, I love you, and welcome to my page. But for you ones that, you skibbity toilet little fuckers or whatever, my page is not the one for you. Okay, my page is not the one for you. You're too immature. Unironically, grow up. I open my world to you. I welcome you to get rid of time constraints in your life. The reason why I look so young, if that's how you feel about me or whatever, the reason why I look so young, the reason why I act so youthful, it's because I am. It's because I am. That's why. It's not like it's not a secret. It's not a freaking recipe or something like that. I am young, so that's how I'm going to act. The fuck? What's wrong with y'all? I think that's all I have to say on that situation. I think I'm done. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. No way. Excuse me. Are you the guy that does the Jennifer dance? Oh my God! I follow you! You are so cool! It is so nice to meet you. Hey, that is crazy! It's so nice to meet you. Bye. Have a good day. What? That is insane. What? Today is a day. Today is a day. Hopefully I got that because I was like, turn the camera, but like not really. I gotta find his page and I'm telling him, I'm like, I saw you today. That's crazy. I hope I made his day and he just made my day. That's crazy. Today, y'all have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay. I am dressed and I look like something. My sandals are in the car. So when I go to the car, I'll get them right now. I just have my Crocs on. But I look like something. I'm gonna grab my shades. I'm gonna go buy a beach umbrella. I see a perfect spot directly in front of my room where I'm gonna sit. It's not too many people out here today, and it's still really early as well. And it's just so nice out here today. It's just bright and sunny and beautiful. I'll give you a panorama view. Rock cutting up there. I forgot what I was gonna say just now. It's these birds right now. Like the birds, I said that earlier, but the birds are just like, today. I don't know what it is, but I'm in a good mood. I am so happy. Like, it's just, every time I say something, it's like a bird, like, it just like responds. I kind of have a goal to make another friend while I'm here. Just to say hi to somebody or a group of people, something like that. That's my goal. I'm about to sit down and actually record. Like, sit down and record. Like, sit down and record. So, yeah, you guys see that a little bit. Bye! Hey! So, guys, I even have tissue, just in case I start crying. I don't want to cry, but hi, everybody. I don't even know. As far as me thinking, I've done all this thinking and I don't even know how to start this or how I'm going to be starting my videos or anything. We'll get to that later. I guess it's not that big of a deal. But hey, welcome to Offtopictv, where I talk about everything. It's so much to talk about. Okay, so much going on. So, if I'm not mistaken, today is May 29th, which means that it has officially been a month since I have been 27 years old. A lot has happened in a short period of time. It is only May, and it feels like it's been a year already. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're not even, like, it feels like it's been a year. It already just, what is so crazy, like, between everything that's happened, including today, I couldn't ask for better things to talk about for my intro video. I'm gonna be checking periodically because I just don't want it to cut out while I'm talking. Hi, my name is Nellie. I'm 27 years old, and yeah, I guess I should start with why I'm doing this in particular, or what brought this upon my brain. I don't know. If you know me and you know me for a long time, I've actually always done this. I've always recorded me and my friends. I've always told like ridiculous stories on Snapchat when Snapchat was popping. Like, I used to like have Reels, like when Reels was like the TV thing before. I used to have stuff up there with me and my friends, all kinds of everything. And so I've always like wanted to get into this, and it just never, and it just never like happened, really. I'm gonna be honest, this is my page, okay? So I'm going to be as transparent and real as possible, and really and truly, I'm gonna be telling my truth to my life. Do you see anybody else here? I can't tell anybody else's story but mine, you know? So for me, like I said, I did it with my friends. Honestly, a lot of the people that were in those videos, I'm not even friends with anymore. And past that, I remember one day sitting in my room talking to those group of friends, or some of the people in that group of friends. I was confused as to why we weren't being consistent with the whole like video recording thing, and they were kind of like, Nellie, you're the only person who wants to do it. And I'm like, oh, thought this was a we thing, thought this was an us thing. So that kind of like stopped that. And then after that, I never really found anybody else that wanted to do it with me. And not necessarily, but it was like people wanted to do it, and then life would happen, or like, you know, our schedules wouldn't align, or they didn't live here anymore. So like, for example, as far as off topic, I can just tie that in now. As I jump all over the place, you see why I call it that, or why I kept that name. Off topic came because I was on a podcast with two of my friends, my siblings, Nas and Ari, when I was still in school. Basically, I graduated, so we couldn't do it anymore, and then Nas no longer went to the same school as us, so we weren't the off-topic crew that we were at one point. And so, yeah, but I feel like personally, everything for a reason, of course, but I feel like Off-Topic was such a perfect name because it encompasses everything. Like, it sets no limits to what this can be, you know what I mean? And so that's why I kind of wanted to take it. Yeah, so I am. We're good. Okay, so, yeah, so that's why it's called Off Topic. That's why I have the Off Topic name. And it's also to honor that too, because that was like the one that actually started to be consistent. Is Nas and Ari. We were going to the studio, we were recording these podcasts. I was going live while we were on the podcast, so we could kind of see like the behind the scenes stuff that we were doing, and that was really fun. And we got pretty good views from that too, so a lot of those are still on my page. If you want to go check them out, there's still some of those lives still up on my page, and you can see some of the weeks to talk about. And again, from the numbers, considering we didn't even really have like a platform and we weren't really like putting any effort into it, we were doing pretty okay, you know. And that was another thing too, is that when I have been consistent with this, when I have done this, it's gone well for me. Even when I post on my page consistently, or at least for like a week at a time, I will see an influx in people that want readings from me, or whatever the case may be. And so I see that this is a part of my path, and I guess that goes into my next thing. Believe it or not, my grandma texted me. I actually had a list of things that I wanted to talk about. This list was actually supposed to be a little bit longer than this. Of course I said, okay, I'll do it. Why I've struggled to post on my page. I personally, as I've sat and evaluated as time has gone on, because I've been doing my readings and stuff like that since since before COVID. I got onto social media like right when COVID started, but I was doing readings and stuff like that beforehand. But I feel like the reason why I struggle so bad with like being consistent on my page and having stuff to post and stuff like that is because everything is so cookie cutter. Pirate's Table Seafood, my fave. Crab legs, sponsor me. There you go. Cool. So I felt like I just one. You know why that's happening? That's what I'm talking about. The alignment. They're telling me to say something else. That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what I'm trying to say. And they're like, stop, reframe that. Okay, cool, got it. I felt like I was struggling to post on my page because I didn't want to follow behind other people. I didn't want to do the pick of cards everybody was reading. If this falls on your page, it's for you, and blah, 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 blah. Of course, I'll incorporate that kind of stuff because that's still a part of my journey. That's still a part of things that I do. That's still a part of the things you can book me for if you want to book me for a reading or anything like that. You know, those are things that I still do, but a lot of people are doing it. And if I'm honest, going back to like my history and stuff like that, I was a part of the initial spiritual wave on social media. So like I was a part of the teachers that were coming up and telling people about like, hello, wake up, da, da, da. I was a part of that. On Twitter, how I started my business was on Twitter, there was a thread and this girl was talking about Madame Laveau. I think I'm saying that wrong. I know I'm saying that wrong. Yes, Marie Laveau. That's who it was. It was like Master's Wife for like Madame Delphine Lalaurie. Sorry. That's what the thread was about. And I just had this immense inkling in my spirit to say it on this thread, and I didn't think anybody was going to see it, but to say it on this thread that she is being punished for the things that she's done to our ancestors, and that sent Twitter into a tizzy. A bunch of people like following me and messaging me, asking me what I was talking about and what I knew, and all this kind of stuff. And it went crazy. And after that, I started doing my readings more often for people. At that point, like at the peak of COVID, I'm not kidding you, I had done over 300 plus readings for people after that tweet went viral. It was insane. And but after that, it got overwhelming. I was focused on school too. I was trying to figure out how to balance all of that at the same time. Listening to other people. It was a lot. It was a lot, and I couldn't handle it at the time. And that's another thing that leads into this as well. I didn't think that I could handle this at the time. Where I'm at and the things that I've gone through, thus far, I cannot express to you enough how over it I am. I cannot express to you enough how over it I am. Don't care. Before I was at a place where I feel like I would need to argue with people or to prove my point and stuff like that. I don't even have the energy to open the comment sections under my own posts, nonetheless other people sometimes, you know what I mean? And of course people that I'm speaking to, like if I'm asking you a question, so shout out to like my close friends and stuff like that. Like, of course I like to, you know, respond to people that are, you know, in close contact with me, but I no longer have a point to prove. I'm just here. I am living my life, and I think this is what I was talking about, circling back to what I was talking about. This could be the greater intro video because of my morning this morning. My life and the things that have happened to me in my spiritual journey and just the amazing things that have gone on. And when I'm at my lowest and how God flexes on me every time, it is, I have to share it. I have to share it at this point, you know? And so that's where I'm at with this. And so this is gonna be a little bit of everything. I want this to be a, you know, living diary for my kids. I want to interview my friends, my family. I plan on interviewing my grandma soon. I was here, you know, and I'm still here. I'm not even saying that in like a past tense kind of thing, but I'm here. And this is crazy. My life is crazy, and I've slowly but surely started to see my life manifest into the way that I've wanted it to be. And I think now is the time to start recording it, because we have some things to talk about, y'all. We got some things to talk about. I didn't want this intro video to be too long. So yeah, let me go back to my list to see. Honestly, the more that I think about it, I feel like I've kind of touched base on what I've needed to, for the most part, as far as introducing myself and the channel and what's going on here and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. So I feel like I've done my piece on that. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause this, or I'm gonna start a new video, or I'm gonna talk about this morning. Okay, so this kind of chimes into, like, again, why I'm doing this. I wanted to have just a segment of me talking about this all together, like in one fell swoop, because I get off topic, you know? But anyways, I'm just gonna tell you guys the whole story, right? So as you see, I'm here at the beach. I did record a little piece earlier of like my vlog footage of me kind of mentioning this, but I was like debating back and forth if I was still gonna add it, and I still don't know, considering I'm talking about it right now. I don't know if I need to add it at the, or where it is. For those of you that don't know, I was dealing with somebody for a little bit of time, nothing too crazy. I think for anybody that believes in anything, it can become a lie. You know what I mean? No matter what you can believe, it feels like you're alone, you know, or it feels like, I don't know. I say that to say that I opened my heart to this person anticipating the best. And I had very open and clear communication with this person from the beginning, you know, or whatever. And this trip was planned way before anything went left in our relationship, but that was pretty much it. My intuition is so strong. I feel stuff before the feeling knows that it's feeling, you know? And so I could just feel off, you know what I mean? I could just feel something off. And when I feel something off, I start to pull back myself in general. And I guess there's no need to go into complete detail about exactly, like, verbatim what happened. But long story short, I was supposed to be here with somebody, and this is supposed to be a different trip. And very quickly, this person, out of nowhere, like legitimately out of nowhere, switched up on me and showed me very quickly that they didn't need to be in my life, and that they didn't want me in theirs. And I don't want to be around anybody. I feel this bird. Oh my God. Do you see this bird? I hope you can see it. I got that. Oh, I hope I got that. I was like, is he charging at me? Hold on. That was so crazy just now. Okay. I was supposed to be here with that person. And like I said, I have no idea what I did. If I did anything at all. I don't know. They did something. I don't know. I was literally left in silence. Like, that was it. It's happened to me a couple times. And to this day, I don't know why. I don't know what I've done. I don't know. Of course, everybody that you talk to is like, it's not you, it's them. But I don't even know why they are willing to do that. I don't know. Once I realized that, honestly, again, even when I booked the room, it was like little stuff, you know? And that's why I put the room in my name. And that's why I put the deposit down on the room. Like that, like, it was like little stuff that I was doing to brace myself, because I could just feel, I could just feel it, you know? And this is not a sadness, distance look. This is I lost my track of thought look. I wasn't about to wallow in that. This bird is back. He just like freezes, like boom, dead, like right in front, and then takes off. Okay. You're probably getting all kinds of angles here. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. You'll be okay. Can you see me? As long as you can see me. I wasn't about to let this person ruin my trip, you know? So I was like, from the time I booked the room, I was like, regardless of what happens, I'm going. Regardless of what happens to me and him, I'm going to the beach. I don't care. I'm going. Nonetheless, we're not talking. I felt kind of way about it yesterday when I got here, because I was actually kind of excited, you know, because it was, you'll see it in the vlog footage, but the hotel that I'm staying at isn't what I expected it to be, but I'm making the best of it, and I'm actually having a lot of fun. And I kind of did wish that I had somebody with me, because like the pool that's here, I just know me and my friends, we would have had a blast if I did invite somebody else to come. So like, that's like the one downside to it. But at the same time, I'm enjoying myself. I had a moment yesterday. Let's talk about this, okay? Like I said, this has happened to me a couple times before. And my biggest situation is it's not like, oh, why doesn't he love me? I just want to know what are the thoughts that click to come to just silence? You know what I mean? Like, you know, how did, like, and I think at one point, when I did lack self-love, I was like trying to want people to want me, but I feel like Eartha Kitt is somewhere in my bone marrow because I just feel like I'm a great person and I love myself and I just want to share that with somebody. And really and truly, I want to find another great person and admire that person for who they are, you know? And I really don't think that's too much to ask, you know? So I feel like I'm past the point. I feel like I'm past the point yearning for somebody to love outside of me. Exactly my point. I'm having a blast by myself, and I really hate that you're not here to experience me. You know what I mean? Because I'm having fun, you know? It would take a special type of person to appreciate this. That was yesterday, and so to jump back to what we were talking about, to go back on topic, I got into my why mode and my questioning stuff or whatever, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? So the person I'm talking about had no decency to break up with me or anything like that, to, like I said, they just stopped talking to me, and so I decided to get back on Facebook dating. And of course, I knew that too. I felt that as well, that he had gotten back up there, but his profile popped up on my Facebook dating thing, and I just thought that was hilarious. And of course, I didn't match with him. That's really the thing that threw me off. Is like, I don't even know what I did, considering this person was so in love and just so. I wish I could show you the messages. Just so, you know. And then the thing was too is that I told this person that like silence drives me batshit. Like, even if you need time alone, tell me that. Like, don't just, because imagine me and you are talking and we're just sitting here and that's essentially what you're doing to somebody when you just stop talking to them. How fucking rude. Like, it's rude. Why are you doing that? Don't think it's necessary. Like, even if you don't like somebody, or if you don't want to like just tell them that, you know, just no, like, this is not, you know, just, you know. I'm not saying I'm perfect at that either, but people that I've invested my time into, people that I've said that I've cared about, I would never do that to. And if I've never, you know, made an agreement with you, or I've never confessed any emotions or feelings to you, then I owe you nothing. But when I don't lie to people, and I don't have a reason to, because why? You know? I'm hopping all over the place. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is where the spirituality stuff comes into place. Me and one of my friends, we started our spiritual journey together. We were both Christian at the time, and then, you know, we'll talk about this part later, but we went through some things together in college that pivoted that for us. In my opinion, she never completely strayed away from the Bible, ever. You know, even in our spiritual path before, I feel like she always found space for it. As opposed to me, I do not identify with being Christian at all. Do I have an issue with Christians? No, you know, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not one. I hope my mouth hasn't been white for too long, or if it was white, I'm so sorry. I felt led away from Christianity. But that's where me and her, you know, that's where our paths as far as spiritual enlightenment and that kind of stuff, we part ways on that. She still has a Christian-based faith, and I don't. But yesterday we were talking, and she's talking to me, in the way of God and Jesus and the Bible, and of course, I'm not having it, you know, and not in a negative way, but I hear you, but I hear you, you know? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just kind of throwing blows. I'm like, but what about this and this and this and this and why, but you're a God, and I'm going ham, you know, I'm going ham. And she's she, you know, she got it. She handled me pretty all right. I was sitting out here and she's talking to me and I'm listening to her or whatever. And when we did get off the phone, I said to God, I was like, God, it's you. I trust you. Okay, I trust you. I have faith in you. I believe in you. I said what I needed to say, you know, and I asked for my clarity. And I no, let's backtrack, right? Let me backtrack. So I'm talking to her or whatever, and her main point, and I think the thing that was missing for a lot of the conversation that we were having was because I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I feel like I was protecting, the same way that she's protecting what she believes in, and she's standing on what she believes, I was standing on what I believe, and I was protecting what I believe, you know. And so I was listening, but I wasn't digesting what she was saying. But I'm a reflective person. I was listening, and so I took a second when we got off the phone to reevaluate what she was talking to me about. Her point was to refocus my faith. Where I got lost, I feel like, or where I got lost at the beginning was, I was so open to everything. You know what I mean? And exactly how she came to me through what she knows. And I was able to make it make sense for me. And I think what I've done is try to I don't know, I was like, I don't know how to explain it. I think I started to confuse myself. And I think I started to confuse what I believed myself. And it's like, I know at my core, you know what I mean? But then when things were happening, I'm envisioning Yahweh. When things are going on, I'm saying Jesus. And it's one of those things where it's like, see, you know, see, you feel you. But that's my indoctrination, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I grew up holy Pentecostal. Like that, Jesus and God in the Bible is all I've known. You know, I've only had a short amount of time in otherwise. You know, and it's one of those things where it's a quick thought and then I switch it. You know what I mean? But it still exists. You know, it still happens. Teetering between both. So I'm calling on God and some, you know, whatever. But then when shit is going wrong, I'm like, oh, Yahweh, let's go. What? You know what I mean? Her point was to take it up with your God. I think at one point I was just kind of calling out, and not to whoever or whatever, but I wasn't focused. Imagine you're in a room full of people, you're trying to get something from somebody, and you haven't specified who you're talking to. You know what I mean? I hadn't specified. I'm just, hey, can somebody pass you that pencil over there? Well, who the fuck is close to the pencil? What pencil? You know what I mean? Like, and I had to re-specify, and really and truly when I went back to my center and I reconnected with Goddess, and I was like, it's you and it's always been you, and I feel that, I know that in the deepest part of my soul, guide me. I felt so much better. And I felt like, and it was crazy because I felt like I've been doing that in some capacity. I spend so much time by myself as is. I feel like God is all I'm talking to. She's the only person I'm talking to. But I also haven't taken the time to learn any more than what I used to know. You know what I mean? Like, where I stopped learning is where I stopped learning. And not that I stopped learning in general, but I mean, as Christians have the Bible, I have to go back to my history. I have to go back to the books that I know. And I haven't, and I can own that. And I think that's a part of where my confusion came in. And I'm not saying that the Bible isn't a good source as well, but you gotta use it. You know, you gotta apply it and you gotta use it. And that's the point, is to go back to what you know, go back to your faith and foundation. But let's fast forward to this morning, because this is all about this morning, right? So, so I had the conversation with God last night, and I just, you know, we talked. Me and God talked a little bit. I talked. No, we talked. Actually, we talked. Because that was actually, so another thing was, something that I always say that would like piss me off is that like, people can come to me with their readings, and I'm able to tell you what your dead aunt said, and I can tell you what spirits, I can tell you what your spiritual team is, I can tell you all those things. But then when it comes to me, I get silence, it feels like. I get nothing. I don't get what I'm able to give to other people, you know? And I feel that in so many capacities. Like, when I give to people, I don't get, and even to myself, I can't do that. Huh? Yeah. I went to bed, not gonna lie, feeling kind of better. I kind of felt me like reshift focus. I did. And that was something else that she said too. She's like, you're asking for answers from too many places. You know what I mean? And I was like, but somebody has the answer. If I'm like, excuse me, where's the bathroom? Does anybody know where the bathroom is? Bathroom. You know what I mean? I feel the same way. It's like a double-edged thing. It's like I can understand, like, if I'm in a room full of people, like, specify who you're talking to, but at the same time, it's like, if you see me and I have to pee, you see me doing the potty dance, tell me where the bathroom is if you know where the bathroom is. I don't care what your name is. I don't care who you're from. Where's the bathroom? Help me. I took that, as you see. I took that and I sat with that. Woke up this morning not really thinking about much of anything, honestly. And I went to the beach. I literally jumped up. I was still in my pajamas. It's the guy. It's the Jennifer guy again, y'all. I just think that's so funny. Walking the beach a little bit, and I say to myself, and I'm gonna tell you guys another story for why this hit even harder for me. And I said to myself that I was like, you know, I've never found shark teeth before. Like, I've always wanted to find shark teeth when I came to the beach. Like, I wanted to find real shark teeth. I wanted to find them, you know, on the beach or whatever. Because I actually don't know what I'm looking for. Like, the only shark teeth I've really actually seen were the ones in the stores, and I know that that's like not real, or that's like not manufactured from here. So I'm walking or whatever. I'm looking. I find some seashells. And I have my blanket. My towel. I go and I sit down. Right. This lady comes up to me. I saw her lingering for a second. This is something else that got me, because I do the same thing to people when I read them. And so I saw her lingering, and I wasn't sure if it was for me. Like, I thought it was me to her, you know? And so I saw her lingering, and she comes up to me, and she goes, excuse me, can I put my sandals by you? Like, are you gonna be here for a while? Can I put my sandals by you while I walk the beach? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute. Like, you're good. Go ahead. So she puts her sandals down and she walks away. And I remember, for some reason, as if she has 6 feet or something, for some reason I remember thinking then too, like, 2 shoes. I don't know why, but it was like 2 shoes. Okay, anyways. So she's walking the beach or whatever. I go to mind my business, like, on the phone with somebody, like, you know, mind my business or whatever. She's actually gone for like a good little minute. And so I was like, I hope she's good. Like, you know, or like, what if for some reason she just left these shoes here? Like, she's like, you know, I don't know. Like, my mind is all over the place as far as like where this lady might be, you know, but as I'm thinking that, here she comes, you know, she starts walking up the beach. And so I'm kind of like halfway on my phone, halfway like looking on the, like at the water or whatever. And she walks up to me and she goes, thank you so much. And she goes, here you go. And she puts 2 shark teeth in my hand. I burst out into tears. I literally burst out in tears, and I gave her the biggest hug. This mattered so much to me. It was past last night, because then we get into what else hit from last night. But this is a side note, off topic. This is this, right? I know this other lady, she's somebody else I know or whatever. She told me about her dog who had passed away. Her dog's name is Molly, and she said that when she used to take Molly out to the bathroom or whatever, she would, like, you know, ask Molly, like, am I ever going to find a 4-leaf clover, you know, whatever, what Molly, you know, doing her business or whatever. And when Molly passed away, she found 4-leaf clovers, right? So she told me this story. I remember this story. I go to take the trash out when I'm at home. And I say, my dog, who's already passed away, I say to Molly out loud, I'm like, Molly, can you help Cherry bring me a 4-leaf clover? I say the wind blowing, I say. Please don't make me cry. Stop, don't make me cry. I have clover patches like in my yard, so I'm like kind of like looking, and that's when I said it, you know, whatever. I go to get food. I go to get my car, I go to get food, and I literally, kid you not, I look in the back seat and there's like this like little gold thing, right? And something just told me to pick it up. Like, something just like, just pick it up, bring it to the front with you. It wasn't even like, pick it up, like, ooh. It wasn't like that. It was just like, just grab whatever that is and bring it to the front with you, you know? And so I reach back in the back, and I pick it up, and I bring it to the front, and I open my hand, And on this coin is a 4-leaf clover. Tears. I fall apart. This is the second time this has happened. This is the second time where I have said something out loud like this in like random, not random, but almost instantly something else, has responded. And that was a part of the conversation last night with my friend as well, where I'm like this teetering back and forth. Everything has a place and everything, everything is everything. The understanding is, because I'm asking her again these wide questions, and one thing that she said to me, she's like, it's just not that simple. And I'm like, but it is though. It is that simple. It is that simple. And why do we make it any more complicated than that? Why? It is that simple, That happened, I asked for the shark teeth. I'm at an ocean. It's not that hard to bring me shark teeth, It is that simple when you're asking the right person. When you're aligned with what's for you. It's that simple. I started crying with the lady and stuff like that. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, but I'm going through like a lot right now. And past the dating thing, like I'm in a new era of my life. Like I really do have a lot of stuff going on that like, imposter syndrome is like hitting me like crazy too with a lot of stuff. Wondering what's next, wondering what I should be doing next, wondering if this is the right thing to be doing. Like it's just, I do have a lot on my brain. So her coming up to me and then she says to me, I know I'm a medium. Huh? It too, I know I can feel it on you. And she was just like, you had to disconnect to reconnect. You had to do this on your own. Like it was just, I can't even restate what she said to me. Because it was like, she's like, and because like going back to him, but like I was, and she was like, he wasn't supposed to be in your life. It was like that. Like I was saying, but and she answers, and she says exactly, it's that. It was that easy. That's what I was asking for all this time. That's what I've been crying for all this time. No, yes, no, that's it. That's it. And the thing was that I was yearning for I needed somebody to stand in my face and say to me, whatever. And she was who I am for everybody else. It just did a number on me this morning. And I just cried and cried and cried. I'm actually going to meet up with her in a little while because she's going to help me out some more. Because that's another thing, and I told her that as well. It's like, I feel like I was chucked into this in some kind of capacity. I feel like I have lost my way. I just need somebody to just kind of tell me, that like, just kind of, just for 2 seconds. Like I do that for other people time and time again. And quite frankly, I cannot trust or rely on anybody to do that for me. I needed exactly what happened because I don't believe it any other way anymore. And it's crazy because it was the exact opposite before. I would believe a coincidence a whole lot faster. That was not a coincidence. Because it would happen with my dog, I know that wasn't a coincidence. You know what I mean? And it's just insane. Her talking to me, talking about how she got down here, and she's like, I don't know. I tell people that all the time when people ask me stuff, and I'm like, I just walked in this, and that was kind of like, that's kind of a part of what she was saying to me as well, but like, oh man, I can't even articulate the entire conversation because really and truly I was floored because, like I said, I do that to other people. That doesn't happen to me. Mediums don't come up to me and just tell me, boom, 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 boom. They don't tell me exactly what I need to hear. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't happen to me. The things you said, and just the things, and not just the things that she said as far as like enlightening. It was, she knew what to say to confirm for me alignment. Yes, you came to the beach by yourself for a reason. You were supposed to be here for a reason. And then on top of that, I met this guy. I followed him. He does TikToks and stuff like that, right? I don't know his name or anything like that, but it was like right after that situation, somebody else that just is willing to put themselves out there on social media, and that's one thing that I genuinely like actually respect this kid for, is that he's willing to put himself out there on social media. I meet him. He's literally right there, and I'm like, what? Like, what is going on right now? And then yesterday I got a free cinnamon roll, so it's been a pretty okay trip, if I may say so myself. Everything for a reason. I came on this ship for a reason. I stopped talking to that person for a reason. I didn't deserve that, and I'm not going to tolerate that from anybody. And I'm not sure if that hit anybody else, but it just shot everything into place for me, and I was like, finally, thanks guys. I feel like I've been screaming, and that goes back to what I was talking about too. Honestly, I've said that on my story, people that follow me and whatever. Sometimes I feel like I have to scream with the sky to get what I want sometimes, you know, and I don't like being like that, but maybe I need to get angry and not be angry at somebody, you know what I mean? Yes, that's what happened this morning. I don't know what the rest of today or the trip is going to have in store for me. I look forward to it. Like I said, I'm about to go meet up with my new friend right now, and hopefully I have more to talk about when that's done. So excited, because like I said, even like how that happened. I guess I do this for other people, so I just can't, I have no expectations for what I'm going to walk into, like meeting her and like really sitting down and talking to her, and what she has planned or whatever. Like I don't know. But it's just one of those things where it's like, you were right, and I needed to take a second to figure out how to apply it to me. But I was right too, just a little bit, okay? My actual friends, people that actually care about me. At Divine Intervention, if you want to follow us over there, me, that sounded crazy. If you want to join my close friends, you can send me any color heart you desire, so that I know you want to be in our close friends, and that's where they get first dibs. So like even like editing cuts and stuff like that, so that I cut out the show that I still think is, you know, funny or whatever, first dibs on conversations. I might even have like little mini conversations with just close friends. So you kind of just get like exclusive, you know, in there. I guess that's also perfect timing, not gonna lie. Actually, not gonna lie, it's about time for me to go. So this is kind of perfect that I've got this all done right here, right now. So I am going to bring this camera. I don't know if I'm going to film. I highly doubt it, because I just want to focus. But I will definitely give you guys an update on what's going on, you know? I hope my intro was pretty okay. I'm going to do a little one at the end just in case I don't like the one at the beginning. Okay. My jaws hurt from smiling so much. I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good morning. Let me make sure we're all good to go. Good morning. How are you guys? I hope you're okay. I'm not. I'm so sad because I have to go. If I didn't have something to do back home, I would stay. I just would book another day and I would just stay. I swear to you, I would. Some of the most spiritually enlightening things have happened to me since I've been here, and I couldn't have written this any better, if that makes sense. I want to stop doing that too, like trying to conclude things or trying to, here is the message in that, all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's necessary to share those messages, and then sometimes it's just necessary to experience stuff. Like I just needed to experience speaking by myself, the fact that I could do it, the fact that I was going to have fun, I wasn't going to just stay in the room. I can manifest things, I can speak things into existence very quickly. I learned a lot about myself, things that I think if I was not put in the direct circumstance, I wouldn't have been able to fully wrap my head around, which again is something that I've been asking for. I wanted clear, let me see, because you telling me, unfortunately, yes, I'm one of those people, I have to learn the hard way sometimes, and I'm not asking for that all the time. I'm a dancer, I'm a visual learner, you know what I mean? So I'm somebody, I have to see it, I have to walk in it myself for me to be like, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're talking about. I did end up meeting another friend. I did make another friend before I left, so that got accomplished. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, that happened in real time. Like I said on camera, I want to meet a new friend before I leave. And that's exactly what happened. And I didn't like go searching it. It came to me. I have like an hour before I have to scoop my boot. But some of my friends were going to come down in a couple of weeks. And honestly, even if I can't go down with them, I will come back by myself because I had a fantastic time alone. I crack myself up because I get over stuff really, really fast. So I literally was here, 2 days ago, feeling some kind of way. I could care less. Before, I feel like I couldn't handle doing this because I cared about other people's opinions. And I'm going to be honest with you, another aligning thing is that somebody that's really important to me doesn't see something the way that I do. And I don't love her any less. And I'm going to be so honest, I could care less about her opinion or view on it. And that's big for me. Because usually those kind of things hold so much weight in my life. And they would keep me up at night. And now I'm worried about people's perspective of me. And even people that are close to me and care entirely too much. You see that? The light coming out? That's crazy. I'm gonna say this. One thing that she did mention to me was if what happened to me getting me down here, if that were to happen to me again, how would I feel? If somebody was willing to do that to you, they were never meant for you in the first place. And that was very easy. Those are the same words that I knew back in Charlotte. When it happened, when it was going on, whatever, I knew that exact same thing. But for some reason, being here, experiencing what I've experienced here, nobody that's willing to be in your life for a long period of time is willing to hurt you in that capacity. If it were to happen again, I would know that that person is just simply not supposed to be in my life. You know me, you know that I would always say what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What is it that I'm doing that's causing people to do these things to me? But coming from my new friend, it's not you. The things that I was holding at the beginning of this trip, the things that I was feeling were not mine. They were somebody else's that I was carrying for them. And I know that and I feel that in my spirit. And I feel like that has driven so many of my relationships is carrying a pain that's not mine. Yeah. Not to cry. Nope, not doing this. I feel better and I look forward to better things coming to my life. I'm commanding better things to happen in my life. I have a new wrangling on what is mine to command in my life. And I don't know what's next, quite honestly. And I'm not gonna brace myself for impact. I'm gonna anticipate the best for myself in my life. And anything that's not that wasn't for me. And it's just that easy, you know? It's just that easy. And quite frankly, anytime I stray another way, I shade to the light coming back out again. Anytime I stray away from what I do know and what I know to be comfortable for myself and what I know to be true for myself, what fits my life, anytime I stray away from that, that's when stuff gets confusing. It's just go back to what worked for you. This is what worked for you. This is what worked for you for the beginning of your trip. The things that you guys, I hope that you resonate with and connect with in these videos. The alignments, the timing of things and all that kind of stuff. I hope that you guys resonate with those things and just seeing that is what, for me, in my life, again, the light coming out again, that is what God working in my life looks like for me. I need God to show me, I need God to approach me in a different way than somebody else might need. That's what it was at the beginning of my journey. It was like once I settled into this, things were just like boom, 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 boom. And then it died down for a while. And I was like, what happened? What am I doing? No. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? This trip was the first time I've experienced what I experienced at the beginning of my spiritual journey all over again. And I feel that excited about my journey. I shade to the light. I feel that excited about my journey all over again. Now, and you know what, I'll even be more specific with that. I now see that he specifically wasn't supposed to teach me a lesson. The situation itself in which he was involved in turn, taught me the lesson. And again, that, right? Why is that lesson? That was me. I used to scream that all the time. That was not even used to. That was a couple days ago. I was screaming that all the time. Like, what is the lesson? What am I supposed to get? I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. 2 days later, so plainly I understand that it's not the particular person, it's the situation. And just like I have a role to play in other people's paths and understanding, people have those roles to play in mine, and they just don't have the same role that I play in theirs. To toot my own horn, my role in other people's life is to bring light, love, joy, realism, other perspectives besides what might be, you know, kind of cookie cutter in the box. I'm going to push your thinking, I'm going to push your understanding. That's my job, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to waver on that. And the same way I don't expect anybody to waver on anything as they have it, darling. Nobody has changed how they are for me, okay? Nobody, not a person on this earth has changed who they are for me. So I think I need to take heed to that and do the exact same. It is what it is. Actually, don't mind this hotel. Especially like now where it's like, if I just want to get up one weekend and just go to the beach, I know exactly where I'm coming, where to book. I already know what to pack. You know, like I already know. Like this is gonna be my little chill spot. You know, if I want to book something nicer, fancier, another time, so be it. But this to just like drop everything and go to the beach, this is it. This is perfect. Bro, me, water. What more could you ask for? Me exploring life. You know, I want to go on trips and adventures. This is of course something small, but this is what I want to do. You know, go out, say hey, meet new people, and let experiences happen to me. This is what I asked for. I feel like multiple sources of income and love have been the main kerfuffles in my life, and not like in a bad way, but I just been like, those are like always my main focuses, is money, and then having people to experience life with, and not even just like, I don't even say like actual relationships, but like friendships, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna go and enjoy the beach while I still have it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, wherever you are on the road. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. No, I'm on the phone with my cousin still. But yep, I'm just saying goodbye to my room because the camera cut out. I'm really so sad. I genuinely did not think I was gonna enjoy myself this much. I can't get over it. But all right, let me go. I got like 10 minutes before the people come knocking on this door.
And then the brown side is the left side.
Okay.
So let me see the bottom of your feet.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You can put them on your shoes if you want to. Then they won't come off, because if you wear these a lot, it's going to just penetrate with the heat.
I don't know, because I switch out my Crocs a lot. Okay. So yeah, I'll wear them. I'll just,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
oh my gosh, don't look at my toes.
Turn it over upside
okay.
down. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So right here is your power source.
Okay.
We're going to put it right here. It might fall off, but it should be fine.
Okay. Okay. In the shoe.
Solidify.
I wish I had my socks or something. I could.
I have a pair of socks.
You're just
I have so many socks, like it's ridiculous. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get your socks.
Thank you.
I'll give you a couple to take home, and I'll give you a couple of other ones. You have pain, or anybody that's in pain?
My shoulder burns almost every day.
Come in here and I'll put one on.
Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:30 just about, and I'm leaving the beach. I have to keep remembering that good things are allowed to happen to me, and they just be good things, you know? So concluding back to who was supposed to be here with me, they weren't. And I'm okay with that. I'm just like, I'm so proud of myself. Not doing this on here. I absolutely freaking hate how sensitive I am. But I feel like I'm so sensitive because I've had to hold in stuff for like God knows how long. And so like, there's no capacity to hold it in anymore. So instead of me crying on camera, Just cut the cameras. Just cut the cameras. Day without crying. I'm very proud of myself. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I'm a great person to be around. I date me any day of the week. I pick me any day of the week. I pick me over somebody else too. So, yeah, man. Because it's starting to get dark and it's about to start raining soon. So I gotta get my directions together and go on my merry way back to Charlotte. I literally do not want to leave. I had so much freaking fun. So much freaking fun. Me, on my own. Just me. Yeah. This I'll talk about. This patch. Hopefully you can see this one on my belly right here. I got one on my ankle, got one on my shoulder. I had two on my feet. My new friend Val, she put me on to some more healing magic that, as far as I'm concerned, is working. The last couple of hours, what I've been feeling as it's been on, yeah, man. I'm gonna try it for you guys. I think I'm gonna buy it. She's gonna give me the information on it. I'm gonna buy it, and then that'll be something I try and give you guys the information on and put you guys on to the vibes. Like, they literally have. Valerie has to explain it. She explained it way better than I could even begin to explain it. There's a whole bunch of them. She has a whole bunch of different patches, and they all have different things they work on. Things that they do. There's one that like helps to regenerate stem cells. I'm trying to think of everything else that she said. I feel it, whatever it is, and exactly that. I really don't know, and something's happening. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's not I don't know, but like I can't articulate it the way that she did, and it's still whatever. Oh, Zidane is beginning. I need to get on the highway and get out of here before it gets not good. Oh, they for real. Rain for real. On my way back to Charlotte. And I will see you guys when I get there. Oh. Buenos nachos. I am at Buc-ee's. I'm actually kind of tired. I don't regret staying, but I'm kind of tired. I really just wanted to stop. That was my plan in the first place, to either stop when I was going to the beach or when I was coming back. And I just felt like stopping. And it was only like, it added like 12 minutes to the ride, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal. So, I'm about to go in. I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything. I kind of want something. I'm not sure if I want a shirt or a hoodie. I don't know if I have the bravery to record in here. I kind of wanted the salted caramel fudge, so I'm gonna see if I can get that. Lego. Anyways, I'm back in the car. I was too much of a scaredy cat to actually record in there, and I hate that for me. There's so many people in there, and I'm already anxious as a person as is with all those people, and so I just couldn't do it. I wasn't brave enough. So maybe next time. I did get a couple things, so here's that haul. Didn't get the hoodie that I wanted at the beach. I wanted to get a lifeguard hoodie. I've been wanting one like my entire life. So next time I go to the beach, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to get it. I was gonna get it this time, but you guys will see the clip later. It started pouring down raining, so I didn't get it. But instead, me stopping here, I got this hoodie. So I wanted black, but they only had gray. So it is what it is. But I saw this other really dope shirt in there, that I want to get the next time. So the next time I go to the beach which will probably be in a couple weeks. I'm probably gonna stop back around here and get that shirt. I also wanted to get this like turkey stick thing, but they were all sold out of them. And it was so sad. I don't eat beef or pork. So the only other turkey thing they had was like this like peppered turkey thing, and like one piece was like freaking almost like $12. No, not doing that. But maybe next time, if I'm feeling like a little, living life on the wild side, feeling a little frisky, I'll maybe get a piece of turkey for $12. Who knows? We'll see. I didn't even tell you, I got a paddle tail, which is supposed to be like a flaky kind of like croissant kind of thing or something. It's in there. This guy literally, like walking next to my car, he looks like Big Sean. It's like so crazy. Wait, he's like small. Anyways, this is a paddle tail. Hopefully you can see that. You can see my face. Paddle tail. It smells really good. But the guy said it was his favorite thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust your judgment. You work here, dude. I'm gonna get what you said to get. And then I got a chicken sandwich because I'm hungry and I had not eaten a thing all day. And then I got a fried apple pie. Again, because I'm hungry. And they were like over the intercom about the apple pie. People were lined up about the apple pie. So I was like, the apple pie must be good. So, and I love apple pie. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna eat my chicken sandwich and my apple pie on the way home. And yeah, and it's getting dark. So I need to get, see you, yeah, at home. Bye. Hey, picture me again. So I realized that I didn't explain exactly what happened when I went to go see Valerie at her house. And obviously, like I said, I took my camera to record, but then I didn't record anything. She had me sit and we were just talking, you know what I mean? She was trying to get to know my family and like my life and things like that. And I'll say the most interesting thing was, I'm gonna be real. Of course, I told you guys I'm gonna be real about this. This is my spiritual page, this is my, you know, my diary or whatever. I thought that my man issues came from my relationship with me and my dad. My dad was in my life. My parents just got divorced a couple of years ago, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And obviously I was told in my family, and me and my dad's relationship didn't get better until my parents got divorced. And so I thought that that was like the whole like thing behind my issue with men and stuff like that or whatever. Like I'm thinking it stemmed from the man in my life, but it actually stems from the woman in my life, which is my mom. And obviously I'm not gonna like lay my mom's like whole life out on the internet or anything like that. But it made sense that what I was holding on to actually came from my mom and not my dad. I love my mom so much, and so just like with anybody, I feel like even if you know that you can't, you feel like there's always like a need to protect your mom, you know what I mean? And I think that was a lot of what it was, is me holding stuff because I felt the need to protect her. She's my mom, and she's the most purest, sweetest soul in the entire world. Like, nonetheless, learned that, sat with that, I understood that for a little bit. The next thing that she had me do, I sat up by myself, but she had me like repeat after her. And this part, it was a couple things that she did, but this part is what made me realize, okay, like number one, she's legit, and this is really happening to me, okay? So when we sat there, I sat up straight up, put my hands on my laps like this, and I was repeating after her, and I could feel my throat chakra. I could feel my heart chakra, my sacral chakra. Like I could feel all of them like tightening and twitching, and I was so uncomfortable like repeating after her. These are just regular words that I use every day in my life, you know, but I was so uncomfortable until I just let go, and I just started to just say it and release with the words that I'm saying and not just saying them, if that makes sense. And after I did that, I started to cry involuntarily, couldn't stop crying, you know, for a little bit. My eyes are closed and I'm crying or whatever, I'm repeating after her, and it wasn't until I opened my eyes that I realized how dizzy I was. It was like, the best way I can explain it is like, you know, you're like on a roller coaster, you spin yourself like really fast. That's how it felt once I opened my eyes, and I was just sitting there. Before I could even tell her how I was feeling, she says to me, stay there, like relax, don't do anything because you just released a lot. You're gonna feel some kind of way, you know, you might feel a little something. And I was like, I do. I was actually about to say something to you about that, actually, you know? So that was amazing. We also went to the actual ocean itself, and we did a whole yoni cleansing within the ocean, which was beautiful. And I physically watched this woman, and she taught me too, but I physically watched this woman calm the waves as they were coming towards us. What? You know what I mean? And like, obviously you see and you hear the, you know, the telekinesis things or whatever the case may be, like people like, you know, on the internet or whatever, but I'm physically watching this happen for myself. Like I'm standing in the water, and as it's coming towards me, it's just like flattening out as if there were no waves, you know. Another part too, this might be a little TMI. Girlies can stay. Boys, you might want to skip ahead of this couple minutes. I might put a timestamp somewhere to see where you can jump to if you don't want to hear this part, or you can. I really don't care. My cycle, spiritual girly, my cycle starts around the new moons or like the full moon, stuff like that. And at the time when I went to the beach, it wasn't that time yet. But I did the yoni cleansing in the ocean, and the very next day my cycle started. And it was like a purge, if I'm real with you. It wasn't just like no, you know. And I hadn't done anything out of normalcy, like, you know, the same vitamins. And that was another thing too, like I take vitamins that have like in turn kind of like help with my cramps they were useless. They were useless because I was feeling everything, and I 100% believe that was because of just want to make sure I'm still recording. Because the releasing that I was doing, and again, exactly that. I know when my period's supposed to come on. I sat in the ocean. That's salt water, nothing out of nothing crazy, you know, and my body had a chemical reaction to what I was doing. It was all of those things. I was like, okay, no, this is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at over there, but this was like, okay, yeah, this, she knows what the hell she's doing. That's pretty much what happened at Valerie's house. Of course, I stayed and I talked with her. We had drinks. Like I said, the friends that I made were actually through Valerie, so that was really cool too. And I said I wanted to make new friends. I actually met them through her. And yeah, so Valerie's so cool. Valerie's awesome. And I'm actually gonna tag her either in the bio of this or like maybe somewhere around me or whatever. I'll put her. She has a TikTok, so you guys can go follow her on TikTok, and she'll be spreading her knowledge very soon and stuff like that. So yes, you guys can get to know Valerie on your own accords. That's it for this little segment. I'll be right back for something else, I think. Oh.
Special right here, baby.
Make me notice where the ocean was holding.
Yeah, you gonna ride with me to the hand, right?